Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, back for boxing. Now, man, my boy Otto Wallin, man, with that dominating win against Dominic Brazil, has been rising through the ranks at the elite level in the heavyweight division, man. Now, since he signed with Al Heyman, Al Heyman, man, threw Otto Wallin into the Bulls, man, and made him fight Travis Kaufman right away, man. And that was a really good fight. And Otto Wallin was able to get a technical knockout, stopping Travis Kaufman. Now, Kaufman hurt his hand during the fight, his left hand, but I mean, the guy was getting touched up, and it looked like it was the beginning of the end for him anyway. Now, that being said, man, him versus Dominic Brazil, that was a big win for Otto Wallin, and his career has only been looking up since he signed with PBC and Al Heyman, because the demographic in America and the boxing hardcore is just much easier to follow Al Heyman because his shows are much more consistent. Now, that being said, man, Otto Wallin is the number one ranked fighter in Sweden in the heavyweight division, man. This guy is the best of the best, the cream of the crop in the country, and their second behind him is Pazman Sakani, and that's behind Otto Wallin. But Otto Wallin is the best of the best Sweden has, and Al Heyman is known for making stars from the ground up, and Otto Wallin is definitely that guy. We all seen what happened when Andy Reid's left Top Rank. He went from Bob Arum, left him. He was being shelved because he lost to Joseph Parker. He only had that one loss, and that understand that Joseph Parker was a WBO champion at the time. So he lost, but he lost to world champion because it was for a title. Now, that being said, Otto Wallin lost, and he lost to Tyson Fury, the current WBC world champion, right? So Otto Wallin could definitely come back and make a statement. Who knows? He may be able to get a title. That'd be the first time I'm aware of, at least, that there'd be a Swedish champion. Understand that Otto Wallin is from he's from Sweden, but he's from Sundsvall, Sweden. So that'd be different. Like I said, I'm not sure if there's ever been a Swedish champion from that specific region, that specific city, but let me know in the comment section. But that being said, man, Otto Wallin, man, there's a lot of big fights for him to make at PBC. There's Luis Ortiz's, there's obviously he just fought Dominic Brazil, but there's Izu Ignua. I mean, I can go on and on naming the top guys. There's Andy Reis, Deontay Wilder. I mean, I can list them all. There's so many of them. It's just littered with heavyweight elites. And Otto Wallin definitely signed to the right promotion company. Now, that being said, a lot of people assume that the Otto Wallin fight with Tyson Fury, that was a one-hit wonder. He wasn't supposed to win that fight, or at least do as good as he's supposed to. A lot of people thought that, he just got lucky with a punch and he cut Tyson Fury. But this Dominic Brazil fight proved that Otto Wallin, that was not a fluke, because he beat an elite fighter like Dominic Brazil, who's fought him for a title twice. Dominic Brazil has fought Anthony Joshua, and he's fought Deontay Wilder, right? So he's been lingering around the elite for a long time, to the point where he became mandatory for 2 different belts, right? Now, that being said, Otto Wallin decimated Dominic Brazil. Whether he was in shape or not, he still beat the guy. And, the sky's the limit for Otto Wallin, and that wasn't a one-hit wonder. He showed his boxing ability in his fight, and he basically did what he wanted to do against Dominic Brazil. The only time Dominic Brazil really did really good in the fight was when Otto Wallin decided to stop and stand still and give Brazil a chance to actually throw punches. But besides that, when it was in the center of the ring, Otto Wallin was basically controlling the pacing of the fight. He was dodging the punches, and he didn't really, sustain any serious punishment in the fight at all. So yeah, man, Otto Wallin, it showed that he's not a one-hit wonder. He's been elite ever since the Tyson Fury fight. He's been thrown to the wolves, and he's been looking better and better as time progressed. I'm be honest with you, man. This is the best I've seen Otto Wallin in his whole career. This Dominic Brazil fight definitely was the best performance I ever seen from him. It was dominating. He landed at will. He just needs to get his confidence up in his power. I think he's a little too tentative. I think he needs to believe in himself more. If he just had a different mindset, he could have stopped Dominic Brazil if he wanted to. Now that's basically it. His mindset and maybe throwing his combinations a little bit better. It's extremely rare to have a southpaw who throws a combination. On top of that, it's just rare to have a southpaw at all fighting at the highest level in the sport of boxing, right? The only other southpaw I can think of off the top of my head, top 10, is a Luis or King Kong Ortiz, and we see how many problems, he gives everyone. Understand that Luis Ortiz only has one loss, and that's to Deontay Wilder. And when I mean one loss, I mean he lost to the same guy. So yes, he has 2 losses, but it's by the same one guy. So yeah, really, he only got defeated by one man. So that being said, southpaws are really dangerous for a lot of these top heavyweights because they just don't see him at the highest level. So Otto Wallin is really positioned to be throwing in easily top 5 fighters, right? Because of his style, he's tall, he has power, and he's southpaw, right? I mean, it may not look like a lot because Dominic Brazil is so big, but Otto Wallin is 6'5", and he has a 78 reach advantage, right? Now, understand that while Otto Wallin is 6'5", Dominic Brazil is 6'7", but Otto Wallin, with his boxing IQ, was able to land, and Dominic Brazil has a longer reach. So he had a 6.5 inch reach advantage. Dominic Brazil had a 6.5 inch reach advantage, but Otto Wallin was the one landing all night because he has a high boxing IQ. So yeah, man. That being said, man, I'm really high on Otto Wallin right now. That was a great win for him, and yeah, man, he's eyeing the throne. He's eyeing the throne right now. He wants to get back to the top. I can only see him fighting 1 or 2 or big more names before he starts fighting for a title. Maybe him versus Adam Konoski would be a good fight. Maybe him versus Robert Helenius would be a good fight. I mean, there's just a lot of big fights for him. A handful of fights to get him a title contention for sure. That win with Dominic Brazil is a big one, a really, really big one. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys feel about it, though. What do you guys think Otto Wallin should do next? You guys think he should fight some bums and get a title shot, or you think he should fight another wolf or 2 and then get the title shot? Big deal. Let me know what you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace. All right, Geoboxing Empire.